One of the things that I most enjoyed before I get into the deep, unmitigated corruption associated with the alliance between the Saudis and the Trump family, and apparently the U.S. as represented by the Trump family, one of my favorite moments came just yesterday. It was Trump speaking before, I think it was just yesterday. They all run together. He's doing a lot of speaking. He was speaking before the, it's a Saudi investment conference, I believe. Was that what it was? Anyway.
Yeah, with the captains of industry all present.
Yeah. And they do this thing where they bring Trump, and, your Trump likes the show. He likes a big presentation. And there's nothing wrong with that. I like production elements too, so I'm not dumping on him for that. But this was a little much, man. So, Albert, play them if you will. This is how Trump and MBS, his new best friend, I shouldn't say that is a new best friend. I mean, I think he's been best friend for a few years now. How they came on to this Saudi investment conference with the big the female announcer. Go ahead.
Entrance of the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America.
By the way, Albert, stop. I'm sorry. I'm going to do a little bit of this, but I mean, I love that he's got to say the 45th and 47th President. I mean, why? It actually takes something away from the intro. Why not just say, ladies and gentlemen,
the President.
Please welcome the President of the United States. I mean, it's pretty powerful.
Right.
It's about the best intro and title you can have. And somehow you got to throw 45th and 47th, yeah. And the 47th I would have been 46, but they stole the election. I mean, you couldn't work that into the intro. It would have been 45. He would have been 45, 46, but the election was stolen by evil, sleepy Joe Biden, whose corrupt son is still on the loose. Anyway, it's just 45 and 40. It makes the intro more cumbersome. I'm sorry. This is the kind of stuff I worry about because I've done a crap load of these intros as a VO guy at award shows. Like, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. And then you have some, long title, and it takes away from. In this case, it really takes away. Anyway, go ahead, Albert. I won't interrupt again. Here we go.
The entrance of the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, President Donald J. Trump.
And His Royal Highness, Prince Mohammed ibn Salman ibn Abdulaziz Al Saud, Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
What?
Okay,
we have to hear it one more time.
We're going to get to the music in a second. The music's about as over the top and crazy as you can imagine. But she booted that announce. Now, look, it can happen, okay? It's a live thing. You're nervous. But, dude, I promise you that's not his name, okay? Play that again for me, Albert.
Prince
You got the Mohammed bin
ibn
part, right. Then it goes, blah, 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 blah. Go ahead.
J. Trump.
And His Royal Highness, Prince Mohammed ibn Salman ibn Abdulaziz Al Saud, Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Now, here's the music.
The Thompson Show. Oh my God! Wow.
Pretty over the top. I'd say that
really
is a little much.
It really sounds like the West Wing theme song to me.
It does have a West Wingish feel. You're absolutely right. What is the guy's actual name? It's Mohammed bin Salam is the way we know him, but he does have a longer name. But I promise you, it's not what she said.
Here's
Prince
what she tried
Mohammed
to say.
bin Salam bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Yeah,
That doesn't seem that complicated. It's not as complicated as the real name, which is
Mohammed bin Abdul Aziz bin Abdul Rahman bin Faisal bin Turki bin Abdullah bin Mohammed bin Saud bin Mohammed bin Magur. The reason that's all
Sure.
bin is
father
son
and
of,
father.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's just, that's
Yeah.
the way they do it over there. Mohammed, son of Abdul, or son of this, son of that.
But that's what she tried to say.
Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Play it one last time, her introduction, if you would, Albert. And the one thing she did, which was smart, is she sold it. Like, she leaned into it, but it was so bad. She booted it so poorly that it was a...
Prince Mohammed ibn Salman ibn Abdulaziz Al Saud.
Yeah, that's right. It was a little bit, I'm just saying it was a little bit
Prince
not...
Mohammed ibn Salman ibn Abdulaziz Al Saud.
Okay, yeah. Please.
Maybe they forgot the spaces. They forgot the spaces in the little note that she was reading off.
Prince Mohammed ibn Salman ibn Abdulaziz Al Saud.
But her confidence never wavered. You're right.
No, it really did. She sold it. She sold it, but it was so clearly a boot that, I just wonder how that was. Hey, heard you on the Saudi investment thing. Good gig, huh? Yeah, I mean,
Prince
it was.
Mohammed ibn
was a
Salman
little-
ibn Abdulaziz Al Saud.
A little bit janky on the, Okay. Anyway, but then they actually did the conference. And by the way, if you're just joining us, we'll get to Epstein, we'll get to everything. But right now, I'm on the unholy alliance between the Saudis and the Americans, at least in the form of the Trump family. So Donald Trump addressed them, and let's hear a little bit of what he said, Albert, if you would, please.
March egg prices are down 86%. Think of 86%. Many other prices are down in a similar number. When I first came into office, my first 3 days, I had a news conference, and they started screaming at me. Those people, that's a lot of people back there. Look at all the fake news. They started screaming at me, eggs, eggs. I didn't know anything about it. I said, what's going on with eggs? They're up quadruple. I said, I've only been here for 3 days. And we'll work on it. And we got them down very substantially. They said, don't buy eggs for Easter. At the White House, we have an Easter egg hunt. We buy thousands of eggs. People come from all over, thousands. They asked me, sir, would it be possible this year to buy plastic eggs? I said, I'm not buying plastic eggs. The kids are going to pick up an egg. They're going to, what the hell kind of an egg is this? And we bought maximum number of regular eggs, and we got the prices. Brooke Rollins did a great job, Department of Agriculture. She did a fantastic job. And eggs are way down now. Mortgage rates are down despite the Fed. I mean, Scott, you got to work on this guy. He's got some real mental problems. No, he's something wrong with him. It's just sweet.
If Biden had blithered on like that, you'd never hear the end of it. I mean, that was crazy. I did not really even follow. I get it. He's sort of always campaigning, but that was wild. I mean, the underpinning deals. Now, I'm leaving out Trump and the substantial investment that the Trump family is getting from the Saudis, only some of which we're aware of, I suspect, right?
I wonder if it will be the Bin Salman Al Saud ballroom.
I mean, it could be. It could be. I mean, the ballroom is absolute grift on parade. There's no question about it. The ballroom and the investments, it's all done with private investors, no taxpayer money. And isn't that the problem? That it's all done with monies that are donated in return for other things. It's another aspect of America that is awash in money already politically, and now you take a presidency which is completely for sale. He's been open for business since before he was even president, and we called it out, and we weren't the only ones. I mean, it's not a particularly difficult puzzle to put together. The guy is all grift, all corruption. There is nothing in this Saudi deal that doesn't relate back to self-enrichment when it comes to Trump and the Trump family. I mean, the Saudis have been trying to get weapons from the Americans for years, and they have gotten some weapons from the Americans. They've even gotten training from the Americans, but all of this is carefully reviewed. I mean, it's a big deal. During the Biden administration, there was MBS pounding on Biden to get these deals. But all of this stuff is generally reviewed, right? So, and that's the way it would be for any country looking to get the kind of weaponry and the amount of weaponry that the Saudis petitioned for. But, Saudi leader MBS walks into the Oval Office and boom, he makes the deal. I mean, even that whole exchange with a question about Khashoggi, who was killed and then carved up and ground up in the Turkish embassy, was it? I mean, that question was handled by Trump, asked to MBS, and then Trump interdicted, right? I mean, he stood between them. He jumped in like a Secret Service agent protecting a dignitary from an incoming weapon. I mean, it was really something. So, and then MBS, I thought, MBS can speak English well. He was educated, I think, in London or with, he's, and MBS, and this is the problem with the Middle East, right? And a lot of these dictatorships, does have things to brag about, right? Like, he's the one who instituted women being able to drive. He's the one who has tried to bring Saudi Arabia away from just oil and into the world of technology and into, as you know, the world of artificial intelligence, because that's where all this money is going. I mean, he wants to get the kingdom away from just being a gas station and into being a real participant on the world stage. And he's done it with huge amounts of oil money. And he's also done it smartly by the acquisition of these leagues. You know more about it than I do, Albert. He acquired that golf league. What else has he done? He also acquired a piece of soccer. Is that what the Saudis are involved in too?
Yeah, I think Cristiano Ronaldo got bought out from his normal contract. He played for a Saudi league, which isn't one of the most prestigious leagues at all. And yes, they do have that Live Golf League. They bought like half of the PGA Tour, I feel like. So they just create their own thing. They want something, they get their own. So
yeah, I mean, it's a way in which he has lifted his kingdom to another place. But obviously, his brutality as a leader is on display and was when he carved up that journalist. And American intelligence, as was noted in the question, has clearly pointed to MBS as ordering that hit. But MBS, kind of pushed Trump out of the way and said, let me take the question, and I thought actually, under the circumstances, handled it well when he said it was wrong. But I mean, it was wrong, dude. You ordered the hit. We know you don't think it was wrong because but that's what was said publicly. So, Randy's saying that he was educated MBS at King Saud University in Saudi Arabia. That may be. I thought he had some of his education in London, but I might be mistaken.
I found him hard to understand, and his sentence structure it was nonsensical, like he was kind of rambling.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard for me to follow what he was saying as he, tried to say that, he was very sorry that Khashoggi passed away.
It's noted in reporting, that, and I think important when you look at this deal with the Saudis, that Trump basically gave away the store. Yet another deal where he claims some big deal for America, and Trump really gave it away. There was a condition that was always insisted upon by the Biden administration, for example, where these same conversations, many of them went on, and that is the full normalization of relationships with Israel. So when the Biden administration wanted to get that concession from the Saudis, they got a bilateral defense and a trade agreement. They got an Israeli commitment to a Palestinian state. They were seeking these things, the Biden administration. And the Saudis wouldn't recognize Israel, normalize relations. And by the way, to be fair, the Israelis wouldn't commit to a pathway to a Palestinian state, I think, in this deal as they tried to shape it with the Saudis. So what the Trump administration has done is just given them all this defense weaponry, right? And what was it? F-35 jets. It's the F-35 jets that are pretty similar to the ones that the Israelis fly. And there is no expectation or real coupling of any American expectation or commitment in the Middle East beyond sort of just kind of a loose agreement about money, right? I mean, they're going to sell advanced chips to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They signed a critical minerals agreement. They've opened the door to expanding cooperation on nuclear energy, I should say, not nukes that weaponry. But it's, and perhaps the thing that really stunned me, and it's in that address where he announces that they're going to have a non-NATO alliance with the Saudis, the Americans, so that you don't have quite you have a de facto pledge to defend the Saudis as you would a NATO nation. So it's I think it's a pretty big win for the Saudis. I mean, the only thing they maybe didn't get was a commitment on nuclear weaponry, the development and enrichment of uranium for the Saudis. That would be yet another thing that they would seek. But in every other way, as I think as anyone looks at it, it's a huge win for the Saudis. And I don't know what the Americans get. Again, you get this promise of investment, and AI investment is part of it, the $1 trillion commitment. We'll talk about that in the days to come. But I guess what I see is the way in which the Trump family enriches themselves with deals in Saudi Arabia. There'll be a Trump Tower, I think, in Riyadh. You can tell me, Kim, maybe what I was seeing was that there's a Trump Tower that will be built there in a major Saudi location. And you have the Trump Resort, which is going to, there's already one plan for Qatar. That was part of the Qatari deal. And now in Saudi Arabia. Not to mention all of the other sort of attendant deals that are associated with this Saudi-American alliance. And as I mentioned when we started this conversation, the amount of money that's flowing into Trump coffers, either through crypto or in the case of Jared Kushner, there's a lot of money flowing into his investment fund. All of these things are the sorts of things that Republicans, for example, would scream about. I mean, they made Hunter Biden's participation on the board of Burisma a jihad. That's all you heard about. Meantime, the Trump family, they won't make a deal unless there's something in it to whet their beak. That's all they're about. It is truly a rot of corruption at the highest levels. It's grotesque.
A year ago, the Trump organization did put out a press release that they planned a second Saudi Arabian tower in a regional expansion. So they're building a tower in Riyadh, but they also have a Trump golf community similar to the one they launched in Oman. So they have a golf community. They're going to build a tower. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Very similar, they say, to the Trump Tower in Jeddah and the Trump golf community in Oman, which cost about $2.6 billion. So
thank you. And that will remind everyone that the first trip that the Trump family took when they were in power the first time was to Saudi Arabia. Remember them all over that white glowing ball? That was the big photo op that was disseminated at the beginning of that trip. So the relationship is I'd suggest it's unholy because you've tied a bunch of real American foreign policy and engagement to a bunch of real estate deals and payoffs. And that's really what America, which was always for sale on some level, is now all about on a level that we'd never seen before. We got a conflict. Yeah, there's a huge conflict of interest, of course. There is I want to make sure I get on the theme music. Zero Sum says Trump walks around with theme music.
Someone else
true.
said it was the theme music to Air Force One, as someone said.
Oh, is that? I wonder if that's right.
I don't know
if that's right. Play us that theme music if you can find it again, Albert, while I look at this. On the announcer line, which was blown
Prince Mohammed ibn Salman ibn Abdulaziz Al Saud.
Aziz, close enough for government work, says John Watson.
Prince Mohammed ibn Salman ibn Abdulaziz Al Saud.
Yeah.
What was the end of that cartoon? Yep, that's all, folks.
I mean, that really was. I mean, I don't know what the additional, what was it? You have it still, the shorter version? It's not a hard name.
Oh. No,
it's really not.
No.
It was Mohammed bin, I don't know what, I can't do
Prince
it from memory.
Mohammed
Oh, here it is.
bin
Prince
Salman,
Mohammed bin Salam bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Al Saud, or say Al Saud, however you want to say it.
Even if
Prince
you said
Mohammed
Al
bin
Saud.
Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. And here is the music that was playing.
Prince
after
Mohammed
that.
ibn Salman ibn Abdulaziz Al Saud, Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
No smoke? No pyro? Shouldn't they rise up out? They could be on risers and rise up out of the bottom of the stage with that kind of music.
They forgot the spotlight.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of dark. Oh, here they go. Okay.
What happened to my lighting?
Your Royal Highness, we now invite you to deliver your remarks. The floor is yours. Sumu Sayyidi al-Kalima lak.
Yeah. Your Royal Highness, go for it, baby.
ترامب حضور الكرام
Let's
يسعدنا
hear a little
نلتقي
bit of
بكم اليوم في واشنطن بعد 6 أشهر من انعقاد منتدى الاستثمار السعودي الأمريكي في الرياض الذي انعقد خلال زيارتكم فخامة الرئيس حيث وضعنا الأسس لشراكة تقوم على النمو والتنويع الاقتصادي
I don't
والابتكار
know. I think it's
كما
got a
وقعنا
little,
وثيقة الشراكة
got a little
الاقتصادية
ring to it.
الاستراتيجية بين بلدينا.
It's a Saudi world, baby.
في خطوة
I'm ready.
تاريخية
They
لترسيخ
become
التعاون.
sponsors on the Mark Thompson show. I will be, yeah, you're going to see me do an about face like you've never seen it before.
Saudi Arabia pays cash.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia pays cash.
Saudi Arabia pays cash.
Exactly. Thank you. Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.